keep the music playing.
Serving up Texas' hottest original act, the all-you-can-eat Texas Music Cafe boldly goes where commercial radio and television fear to tread. So kick up your heels for another exciting episode from the all-you-can-eat Texas Music Cafe.
To the Texas Music Cafe.
From the Houston Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. It's been a little more than a year since a resident found dead and emaciated dogs living in deplorable conditions at the Marlin Animal Shelter. The Texas Rangers have been investigating the incident for 7 months. Over the weekend, the group Justice for Marlin Dogs made its second march from the Falls County Courthouse to the animal shelter. Organizers say they've spent every Saturday since the event rallying for accountability. No arrests or charges have been made. The Marlin Dogs hope 2025 is the year it gets answers. And tomorrow marks the start of the 89th Texas legislative session, where all 150 members of the House and 31 members of the Senate will discuss and vote on hundreds of thousands of policies that will shape the state's future. According to local reps, some of the top priorities include property taxes, the power grid, and border security. For Governor Greg Abbott and many House members, it is passing school choice, the education savings accounts. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Today's weather, not too bad across central Texas. A little chilly in the morning hours and still kind of cool late in the day, but a steady warming trend is in the forecast this week. Morning temperatures in the upper 20s and low to mid 30s this morning will warm into the low to mid 50s this afternoon. We're back into the upper 20s and low 30s tomorrow morning, but we will then be back into the mid 50s late day. A brief drop in temperatures, low to mid 50s on Wednesday. We'll turn to 60s Thursday and Friday before a strong cold front blasts through early Saturday morning. That will bring us a long-lasting chill next week, highs in the 30s and 40s. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Bellafiore.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Monday. It is January 13th. Let's kick it off the way we do each and every morning. Here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? Who the stripes and bright stars full of peril of fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, one so gallantly streaming, and the rockets echo, the gunboats singing there, gave through the night. That old flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Well, good morning. It is Monday today, January 13th. Back to the Zack Owen Show. I got my good buddy Chris Cox, and that's Cox with an X.
X.
Chris
It's not always pronounced with an X when they talk to me, but
yeah, it depends on what mood
spelling
you're
it's
in or
X.
something.
Yeah.
Chris is one of the owner operators of. So you have the backyard. What else you guys have? You have your fingers in.
Man, there's some things I can tell you about, some things I can't. But the newest is the little martini bar I have down here on 5th Street.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nightclub there for a while, but early in the day from 4 to 8, 4 to 9, we're doing martinis, specialty martinis and old fashions and, stuff like that. We have one old fashioned you'd probably like. Well, you're not a
Andrea
guy.
is old fashioned. I am a dirty martini vodka.
Oh,
Preferably with blue cheese stuffed olives.
Yeah, we have a Dr. Pepper old fashioned. She
Ooh.
needs to stop by and try. It's really good.
Wow.
And I'm not a whiskey guy, but yeah, I could drink it.
Yeah. I went to getting off track just a minute. I was just talking to my friend Joe Reed yesterday about the older you get, the more side stories there are. You'll be saying, well, I remember, on the way there, we start, and then you go, what do we start talking about? But I remember, what did I see? I don't even remember.
Welcome to old age.
Man.
Welcome to old age. That's what it is.
So backyard, do y'all still have the place out on LaSalle?
No, that was just hard. Dealing with the kids and the underage was just kind of it was just too hard to deal with for the money it was making.
Right.
The liability So
What a real
we
big
tucked
place.
tail. No, it was about as big as this table or so, but it had a nice outdoor area.
Yeah, it did. Had a very nice.
And you know, the college kids are real fickle where they go. They move all the time. So either you're hopping or you're not.
Yeah.
So
Well, I know that, I think when you and I first met and was over at the cinema, is that about right? When y'all came to town and did the cinema?
no, I think it was before that when we did Cowboy and Lucky and we locked you and Jim up in jail y'all were in jail at Woodway.
In Woodway. That's right. You're exactly right. I remember you said, well, we want you to be in a scene or whatever of the TV show Cowboy and Lucky. And I said, okay, where are we going to be? In jail.
Yeah. And they went, oh, we're used to that. So
Yeah. So
it worked out.
Hey, Woodway's got a nice jail, by the way.
Don't they?
Yeah.
As long as you don't have to stay long. Food's not so good.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I guess that was it. And then we started doing business together through cinema. And if people don't remember cinema, before that, it was, what was it before cinema? I know
Shot Daddies.
Shot Daddies.
One of
Booters.
Booter's places.
It was called Booters.
Yeah.
It was a great time over there. I love that place. And the neat thing about cinema is you had everything. We were just talking before we went on the air. You had everything from, you said people playing a bicycle spoke with a card.
I was trying to remember the name, something of Peculiar Men.
Mhm.
They were out of California and, comedy nights. That was a fun place. And, we had a tough time deciding to shut that down and just move downtown and do the backyard. We wanted to do both, but it just didn't make sense.
Right. Well, we
Or
love
dollars.
we got to think about the dollars. We love everybody I know loves the backyard, and we're going to talk this hour about the backyard, some stories about that, and some things that are coming up. But tell us, what was the idea when you guys? First of all, who all is involved with the group here?
Myself, Chris Brazil, Russell Clay, and Brian Brown. And in the beginning, our good buddy Bland Cromwell,
Mhm.
we went to him for some advice, and he's kind of a consultant for us.
Mhm.
And a couple of years ago, when we were able to actually purchase the land, Bland was a great help when it came to that. So on the land and the building, there's 5 of us, and then in the business, there's 4 of us.
Bland is the one that told you to open the place on LaSalle and open the other stuff that went out of business. You blame those on Bland?
Yeah, that's all his fault.
It's
all his fault.
All his fault. I know Bland probably wanted to open a mustache/cigar bar.
He don't carry that cigar anymore, though.
Oh, he doesn't. I haven't seen Bland in a while.
You go to his office, he still got that one picture, when he used to wear the suits
Oh
and
my gosh,
the cufflinks and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He's a character for sure.
he is. He
And
is.
just a super nice guy and was really helpful for us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, what I was going to say before we get into who's all involved, what was the idea? Who came up with the idea? Who searched out and found that spot? And I have to tell you this is one of those side stories. Many years ago, it was a Mexican.
It was that side story.
Yeah, Mexican restaurant where the backyard is. And Jim and I actually did country hump there. I think maybe for a couple of months. And I don't remember the name of it, anything about it. But then it closed, and I think it said empty.
The same family owned it at
Okay.
that time. They owned Waco Brick. Ralph and Adelia and Roger and those guys had that for a long time. I think they bought it back in the 80s, back after it was Three Oaks and then City Limits or something like that. But they had a restaurant in there.
Yeah.
And then it sat empty for a long time. We started doing a Tejano night at Cinema on Sundays. And somehow someone from the family stumbled in there and had a really good time, and they ran into Brian at the bank and goes, "Hey, y'all need to come look at this place we have downtown." And Brian and I are kind of the visionaries. Russell lifts the heavy stuff, and Brazil can
what
count
does
really
Chris
well.
Brazil do?
He can count.
He can count. Okay.
We all have our niches, and his is counting. But we went down and looked at it, and Brian and I could see the vision. And now 10 years in, we're going into our 10th year.
Wow.
It's getting to that vision. You know, it took a while. It started with, remember, it was just picnic tables on asphalt.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
we thought it was pretty cool at that time.
The stage was smaller.
A lot smaller.
It wasn't covered. Was
Wasn't
it not
covered.
covered? Yeah.
There was a lot of things that we wanted to do. It's just taking time to do it. The next one is extending the VIP all the way over the building. The city doesn't even know that yet.
You've already done it.
Yeah.
The city
So-
done nothing.
No, well,
Don't say that.
It's something that has to be engineered, and
Yeah.
and we have Abacus drawing up some plans for
You have
us.
some
and then we'll
really good
submit it. So-
aluminum and
Yeah.
balsa wood to build
Yeah.
that upper deck.
and you know, PVC and baling wire goes a long way too.
Duct tape is the best. I'm
There's
telling
Russell
you.
strength, PVC and duct tape.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, we're glad you opened the backyard. What's the capacity packed out? What, 1,100?
Legally we can have 1375, but that's too many people.
Yeah.
So normally we cut it off at 1,000 people, plus guest list and band list and that. So
Right.
it's about 1,100 is about the most we've had.
Yeah.
Now Wade and Randy came to town one time. We had close to 1,200, and that's just too many people. It's not safe.
Can't
so.
get a drink and crowded. And,
Well, the drink, I think we do a really good job on people
so
not
you got
having to
plenty
wait.
of bars.
Not having to wait long, but if something happens getting from one side of the place to the other quickly, just isn't safe. So
Well, I
we
think-
kind of cut it off at
I think a
1,000.
big thing, I mean, there's you can point your finger to certain things that have improved along the way, but the parking space over out back, I guess you'd call it back, and the entrance over there and the restrooms over there. I mean, it's you're not just coming in one door now.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, and the one thing we'll never do is stop improving.
Right.
There's so many places that just are there, and you come back 10 years later and it's the same place and stuff's falling down. Now we're gonna have stuff falling down because it's old.
That's
But-
character.
But
you know, that's-
we like to, every time you come back, go, there's a bicycle in the tree. Just
Yeah.
even that simple.
I know it's got to. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The whole Chip and Joanne silo effect has brought a lot of out of towners in. And what people may not know, besides having great music, all genres of music, you have a great restaurant, great food there.
Well, thank you.
But I'm sure that you've drawn a lot of those out of towners that come to the silo to walk over and say, "Hey, what's this?"
That's our daytime crowd. The locals in the beginning, when Chip and Joanna were just rocking and rolling before COVID, the locals stopped coming for lunch because it was hard to get your food in time. It was no parking, and we fixed all that. I mean, literally, you can go online and order your food and say, "I'm going to be there at 11:15," and it's ready for you at 11:15. Some cool things like that. But it's been a love-hate relationship with the out-of-towners simply because if they're not there,
Yeah.
then we're dead
Right.
because
Right.
the locals aren't coming. So
Right.
locals, we got a big parking lot in the back, like
Yeah.
Zack said, that you can get in and out at lunch.
Real easy. And I know the days when people would park across the street at the VA building.
We
And
missed that.
yep, miss that. But like you said, you got a big parking area back behind for the back.
And we thought it might be the death of us, honestly, when they shut the VA parking off to us. But
and why did they do that?
it's a federal building. We just got away with it for a while, and I'm not sure that we were supposed to be using it anyway. I'm actually sure we weren't supposed to be using it anyway.
That's
But
right.
it is what it is, and with so much of the terrorist attack and stuff, they don't want people being able to park next to the
Sure.
building.
And
unless
I
they
think
have
I've seen a
security
few
out there.
terrorists or two at the backyard.
There's
from
been a
time to
few.
time.
There's been a few.
Yeah.
That's when we show up.
Big Johnny used to stop them at the door.
You know what? He's hung them up.
Yeah.
Big John hung up the security shirt.
What's
a
he
few
doing
years
now?
ago.
Have you seen
He drives
him or-
a truck, I
Right.
think, for Sherwin-Williams. Been doing that for a while. But I don't know. It's so many stories of that place, so many stories of cinema that some we can tell, some we can't. Well, I don't know. This is internet radio.
Yes,
You can tell
say
whatever you
how
want, can't you?
I got one that I mean, there's no way I can tell to anybody about the cinema. There's one particular story that involved me and Jim. Anyway, anyway, I can't tell that story.
I think we have video.
We may
Go
have
to it.
The outdoor video. Oh, Zach, this is your life. Here, go to the video. All right, Chris Cox from the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill right here, downtown Waco. What is that on? What street?
8th Street,
Okay.
511 8th Street,
Great lunch. What time do you open for lunch?
11 o'clock.
All righty. We'll talk more about some bad things that have happened at the Backyard, some funny stories, some good stories coming up. Right now, we'll take a short break. Nashville Cat is not too far away.
Protect your car with 3W Liners all-weather floor mats. Made from durable materials like TPE and rubber, our mats are designed to withstand rain, snow, and mud with deep grooves to trap dirt and liquids. For a custom fit and advanced protection, visit 3W Liners. That's the number 3, WLINERS.com today. At 25 Home, our ultimate goal is to provide you with a transformative experience, making each day feel like it has an extra hour. We believe your home is more than just a space, it's a sanctuary where comfort, relaxation, and happiness thrive. Discover the difference at 25 Home today. Shop now at 25home.com.
Planning the perfect wedding day can be exciting, but also a bit overwhelming. Join us at the 36th Annual With This Ring Bridal Extravaganza, Sunday, January 12th at Extraco Event Center, where fabulous wedding displays from Central Texas' top wedding vendors await you. Meet leading wedding professionals, ask them questions, admire their work, and check items off that never-ending to-do list. At With This Ring, you'll find everything you need to plan your day, your way, all in one place. Check out WithThisRingWeddingShow.com for more details. This event brought to you by your friends at Action Rental Center Events.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Want to turn your passion into profit? With Blogify, creating a blog has never been easier. Build, customize, and grow your site with powerful tools designed for beginners and pros alike. Start sharing your story today and watch your audience grow with Blogify. Visit blogify.ai today for a free 3-day trial. That's Blogify, Blogify.ai today. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Stay connected no matter where you are with eSIM-X. Say goodbye to expensive roaming charges and physical SIM cards. With access to over 200 global carriers, we make mobile connectivity seamless and affordable for travelers worldwide. Join the future of communication today at eSIMX.com. That's ESIMX.com.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Easy Sun has been living fearlessly under the sun since 2016. Born from sailors' need for convenient sun protection, our mineral sunscreen is crafted with natural ingredients offering broad spectrum protection against UVA and UVB rays. Safe for your skin and the environment, stay protected on the go with Easy Sun, your ultimate sun care solution. Visit EasySun.com today. That's EEZYSUN.com.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Little bit of a change here. We're standing up. Last week I sat down and I told Terry and Mike, I said, I just don't like this sitting down. I got to stand up. I'm standing up. And so we're standing up a little bit different. I want to say thanks to the Brew. They bring coffee each and every morning of the show. The Brew is located right down the street, 6 and Franklin. If you need coffee this morning, you're downtown, go to the Brew. High today, 52. Right now, it's about 33. But hang on to your underwear because next week, have you looked ahead? Every night, low 20s and the highs in the low 40s and upper 30s. It's going to be cold.
Great.
You know what? Nashville Cat is with us right now. I'm going to ask her how the weather is where she's at. Let's check in with Nashville Cat.
Well,
There she is. Hi, Cat.
we're at -4, so don't you go whining at 22. Hello?
Hello, Cat. I'm sorry,
Hey.
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I was going to say we're at -4 right now.
Oh, -4 is where she's
So
at.
22 sounds
Great.
balmy to me, really.
Wow. -4. But you're inside, you got a fire going, and you're feeling nice and toasty. So give us the latest Nashville information.
Well, the question is, are Riley Green and Megan Maroney vacationing together? Because Megan posted a beach picture from the Caribbean island of St. Bart's, and then Riley posted what looked like he was at the exact same beach.
Ooh, a little gossip there.
A little bit. The other gossip this weekend, Zach Top's dad is Alan Jackson. Now, Zach was born in 1997 in Sunnyside, Washington. 9 months from that date, Alan had played Tacoma, Washington. Zach's Wikipedia was changed to say this, but that's now been removed. And honestly, the only connection I see, Zach opens 5 of Alan's shows this year.
Wow. I could
Yeah.
see him as Alan's son.
Well, they're tall and they both have mustaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, the Wounded Blue charity got country stars to sign guitars to help first responders hurt in the California fires. Each guitar is only $1,000, and artists include John Party, Cody Johnson, Zach Top, Riley Green, and Dustin Lynch.
That's great. Raising
Yeah.
money for a good cause. All right,
Very
Kat,
good.
have a great day. We'll see you in the morning.
I'm Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show.
Well, here we are. Chris Cox, my guest from the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Terrible, terrible things happening out in California. Didn't you spend time in
Man,
California?
Yeah, we were in Phoenix and back and forth in California, and there's one thing about California: the weather is always phenomenal. A little cool at night, 70 or 80 during the day. You can't beat it, and I get why people want to live there, but man, it's just it's a sad thing.
A lot of people have lost their lives and property, and it's still going. They've got it
I
somewhat
heard
contained.
57,000 structures as of yesterday is what I heard.
I saw on the news, and it said that this one neighborhood or this one area, whatever you would call it, was the same size as the entire city of San Francisco, and it's gone.
Gone. Completely.
Amazing. All right. So, Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. I know I've got some stories about hard to work with artists as far as radio, getting them to talk to you or to even acknowledge you. One that I always had trouble with, I had 2 run-ins with David Allen Coe. And
oh, Lord, don't even start me on that one.
he was tough. One of them was I was working in radio in Abilene, and there was an old bar, just like the Melody Ranch. Every town had one of those, and theirs was called the Ponderosa Ballroom out in Abilene. And it was, I want to say it was a Sunday show for a charity, and they fed you, and it was big. It was like the Melody Ranch big. And he was running late, and the place was packed. He comes in, his manager comes in and says, "Hey, you got to get up on stage and tell everybody they got to get out of here. He's got to do a sound check." I said, "I can't do that." He goes, "You got to." I get up there, and people are booing, and so everybody stands on the parking lot while he does his sound check. Now, it's his fault. Well, fast forward, show starts. About 3 songs into the show, it's a dance hall, Ponderosa Ballroom. He stops and he says, "Hey, I'm here to put on a concert. If you want to dance, take your ass back in the very back corner." People started leaving left and right. I would say he's probably one of the worst I've ever worked with.
Well, his wife is twice that worse, twice as bad. They showed up 3 hours late.
Yeah.
Hats off to Mr. Colton Hawkins, who played for 3 straight hours. I think he peed in the cup on stage and kept playing. And people, we had 2 out of 1,000 people, maybe 2 people left.
Yeah.
They stayed. They showed up. I won't even give you the prelude to this.
Yeah.
But they finally show up, and the wife goes, "We need our money." And I went, "You'll get your money when the show's over."
Yeah.
And she went, "We'll get it right now, or we'll pull off." And I went, "You'll get it when it's over." And she went, "We will leave and keep the deposit." I was furious. I come in, I kicked the door open. I told Rex, I said, "Give me," and it's cash.
Yeah.
Cash. And I'm as red as I don't know what. And I look at Big John and I said, "Big John, take this to this lady." She made him count it 3 times. Big John, 6'8", 400 pounds, and she made him count it 3 times.
That sounds right.
And then he came on and everybody loved it.
Oh yeah.
Even though he really couldn't put on a show anymore. But
Yeah.
you know, it's probably the last time he'll be in Waco, and we had him, which it's unfortunate we won't have him again. Or fortunate.
Now I've got a funny one. It wasn't that he was mean or anything. He played some event down where the boat races are, down at Cameron Park. And we were on stage and brought him on. But before we brought him on, I had a friend of mine that was named Jack Hammer. Jack Hammer was a disc jockey from down in Killeen at the Fox.
Man, I remember that name.
Jack came up, and he's a big old boy, and he said, "Hey, I really love David Unco. Can you get a picture? Can I get a picture with you?" I said, "Let me work." I go over and I said, "My friend over here, Lala," he goes, "Yeah, I'll get a picture." He's in a good mood. And he stood there, and Jack came over, and Jack was like this. I'm almost like me and you.
Right.
You know, put his arm around him and got the picture made. "Thank you so much." And David Unco walks off. Look over, and Jack had a white shirt on. His whole sleeve and right here was red from red hair dye. Covered. His shirt was covered. And I think that was the night that he went on stage. David Unco went on stage, and I think somebody threw a beer can, and he just laid the guitar down and walked off, and that was it. It was
you know, his reputation has always been that. It hadn't changed. So, you know, can you get mad at him? Yeah. if you're the event organizer, you can, but that's his stick. So
well, I know you were telling me another one that I think is funny is the rock band Jackal.
Yeah, and you know, Jesse James, the lead singer, absolutely just a cool guy, no problem. But most of the time, it's the people behind the scenes a lot of times, and they won't be back. And not because of the guy who made it, but just all the people around him. And, you know, they still have that Mariah Carey list of green M&Ms and muscle milk and things that they want you just to drop everything you're doing and
half the time
go
they don't even use it.
No. Brian does the contracts, and he marks through a lot of stuff on those contracts because we have an in-house restaurant.
Right.
A lot of venues don't.
Right.
You know, so they can order whatever they want. But sometimes David Allen Cole wanted 5 pies.
Pies?
Yeah. 5 different kind of pies. And you know what happened to those pies? They were still there when they left. Meat trays, fruit trays.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting there when it's done.
It's sad.
Some of them $400 bottles of champagne, and you know, it's crazy what they ask for, but it's part of the deal. It's on the rider. You gotta grab it.
Well, we're gonna switch over. Let's talk about the good things. My good story is, and I know Garth Brooks,
when he was at the backyard that time,
is doesn't rub people right with his politics. You know, he's plays a lot of Democratic things and so forth. And some of the things he says, and what, so a lot of people don't like Garth Brooks. But I will say this about Garth Brooks, and I believe it's because his major in college was marketing, and he knows how to market. He knows what to say, but he has been the nicest to me, Jim, the families, no matter what concert we ever did, where we were. I told the story the other day about we were at the country radio seminar in Nashville, and they had a room where all the artists came around, and you went up with your all the artists sat around, and you came up like this was RCA Records, this is MCA, and you walked up with your recorder, and they would go, "Hey, this is Garth Brooks, and I listen to blah 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 radio." You know, his line was longer than anybody's. This is back when he was really rolling. And after the show, they closed the door. They said, "It's over." He said, "No." He said, "These people came here for a reason." He looked at his manager and he says, "Hey, go rent a suite. Let's go." And all the people went up to his suite. He recorded everyone until he was done. But he's always been out over backwards to be nice to us and to people I know. Who's some of the good ones?
That's the story I hear about him. Oh man,
Super nice.
There's a list of them.
Oh, you have two of them coming up.
Aaron Watson, phenomenal. You know, just a Christian young man, and just as nice as they can be. Neil McCoy, and they're back to back. I think they're April 4th and 5th or something, back to back nights. And most people have seen Aaron Watson. If you haven't seen Neil McCoy, he puts on a heck of a show.
I always say about Neil would be the perfect residency in Vegas. That show, I mean, he is a showman.
I saw him open for Blake Shelton one time down in Austin, and they had all the equipment on a roller, and they would roll him out front, and he would MC and sing while they did the band changeovers.
Oh wow!
Out at the amphitheater.
Yeah,
it was really cool. But another one, Jack White.
Mm-hmm.
You know, remember the fire back in Massachusetts or wherever it was? He sat and told us that story, and it's just gut wrenching. You know, about how he was trying to fight to get back in there, and you know, and it wasn't their fault, but it kind of killed their career. We've talked about Steve Warner.
Nicest guy in the business.
There's a thing of too nice. His tour manager's doing this the whole time. Like, Steve, it's time for you to go sing songs.
That's right.
But yeah, there's a list of them. That go on, but those are just kind of the top.
Oh yeah, people would used to say, "You're too nice," just like you said, Steve Warner. You're too nice. And that back in those days when Steve was punching out number ones, he was known as the nicest man in country music at the time,
and he still is.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you. We'll take a little break here, but I'm going to tell you before we roll in, one of my favorite bands, and I don't know how they are to work with, the band that the tribute band that does now I'm going to go blank. I come every year for the tribute, this guy, the rock band. Okay, I'm going to think on it. I'm going to think hard on it. We'll take a break, and we're going to come back. We're live at the Texas Music Cafe right here in Waco on 6th Street. Chris Cox is a guest. We'll talk more, and I'm going to try to get my brain working, okay, right after this.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. Get ready for epic savings at Best Buy. Right now, you can save up to $700 on select Alienware and Dell gaming products. Perfect for leveling up your gaming experience. Plus, grab the latest Android Google Pixel at an unbeatable price. Don't miss these incredible deals. Shop now at bestbuy.com and upgrade your tech today. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
911, what's your emergency?
My name's Isabella Bosco. There's a man in my house. He's dead. My husband's not home. I don't know where he is.
I'm going to have you walk me through today.
I want to know why that man was in my house.
Would you say your husband was honest with you?
Of course.
Did something happen to Dad?
We have to leave. Mom, stop the car!
Hey, are you hurt?
Mom, is that a cop?
Did I see your truck had Alaska plates? This here's Isabel and her kid Kaya. They got caught in the storm.
We can be out of your hair as soon as the sun comes up.
She's hiding something, Mom.
I didn't catch your last name.
Why is she staring at us like that?
Having some car troubles?
Can you take a step back, please?
Something's wrong with these people. They're gonna hit us!
Kaya, get down!
Are you going to shoot them?
Get behind me. You are not getting my daughter. You'll have to go through me. Run, Kaya!
We haven't been looking for you. Wake up.
Hellhound Country, available anywhere you get your podcasts. Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Phones suspended in the twilight sky. July in Texas as the heat subsides. I like to walk along the beach sometimes, like the tide I just to come and I go. Cross country moving as fast as planes, has always kept me in the fastest of lanes. It's been real hard for me to change. I just come and I go. Well, I hear the moaning of the midnight train. Something sadly moves and I feel like old Jesse James. The moon affects me and the tide the same. I just come and I go. Oh, come on, let's go. Gotta hear some ringing guitars at night. Always some friends around a campfire light. Like a blanket of stars, well baby we'll be alright. Like the clouds will just come and we'll go. If you wanna fight, you must find a spot. You finally get tired of walking around in the dark. If I could just remember where my car was parked, well, I know I'd either come or I'd go. Well, I hear the moaning of the midnight train. Something sadly moves, I feel like old Jesse James. Well, the moon affects me and the tide the same. I just come and I go. Oh, come on, boys, let's go. Full moon suspended in a twilight sky. July in Texas as the heat subsides. I like to walk along the beach sometimes. Like the tide, I just come and I go. All around South Padre Isle, where baby Corpus so wild. Yeah, baby, Rockport in style. Oh, I just come and I gotta go.
We are back live, Texas Music Cafe, downtown Waco, Zack Owen Show. Chris Cox is with me right now. Thanks to The Brew, our coffee sponsor right down the street, 6th and Franklin. Try The Brew. That's BRU. What'd you do over the weekend? Anything exciting Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday, it was just a nice day. Honestly, we just got out and came downtown and made a few stops and had some mimosas and stuff like that. A couple of different places. And then yesterday I was dumb and played golf.
Did you really?
Yes.
Where'd you play at?
I played at Cottonwood.
Yeah.
And when I got there, it was 27. And when I left, I was 27. It was so cold. The first 3 or 4, and then you went numb.
Yeah.
Thank God you have them warmers in you. I have those hand warmers. That's the only way I get through.
Which leads me to a quick story. But I drove by Bear Ridge yesterday. I was going out to show a house with my real job, and I saw a lot of people out play. I thought, y'all are crazy. So you're a crazy one.
Yeah.
I remember Jim and I were at an event at Opryland back many years ago, and there was a golf tournament related to it, and it was musicians and DJs, and it was so cold. It had snowed a little bit, and we didn't have any hand warmers. And at the turn, they had a hot dog stand, and we would get wieners, and we would
roll the
video of us with the wieners. We would hold these wieners and put them in our pockets and hold these hot wieners out of the water.
It makes sense.
That does sound.
It is hard playing golf dressed like the Michelin Man.
Oh, it is tough.
Yeah, I finally had to take some clothes off.
Trust me, 110 to me is a lot better than anything under 70.
All day. Yeah.
Wow. All right, we got a bad joke of the day, and I wanted to get Chris. We normally do it in the 9 o'clock hour, but I wanted Chris to read the bad joke here.
I got big shoes to fill.
You do.
Jim
Cody used to do the bad joke.
To kill this.
Yep.
So I'm going to do the best I can.
All right.
But Zach, do you know what they call fake spaghetti?
What they call fake spaghetti?
Fake spaghetti.
What?
An impasta.
Impasta. Oh,
there you go.
That is pretty good. Impasta.
That was pretty. Yeah.
I like that.
Makes sense.
Did you stay up all night working on that?
Yes.
I thought you would. All right. Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. I know we've had a lot of shows that the radio station and we took part in, got to come over and MC and had so much fun. And by the way, it was the AC/DC tribute band.
And I got to teach you something, that AC/DC had 2 lead singers, and the lead singer of Back in Black changes his wardrobe and his voice and sounds like both of them, looks like both of them. So
They're amazing.
Oh.
I'm not a huge rock guy, but I love watching them. And you know every song. I mean, you got to know them. They come once a year, right?
Pretty much, yeah. The other one I would recommend, even if you're not a rocker, but we had Metallica One. One is the name of the Metallica, and they're the only tribute band that Metallica recognizes.
Really?
And they were phenomenal too. Yeah.
Wow.
But we have a lot of them, and some of them do really well, and some of them don't.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had Tina Turner and Rod Stewart and
Well, I know
Michael Jackson.
I know Brian and Sloppy Joe do some things once in a while that will pay tribute, Eagles and so forth. They do
Yeah.
a great job.
One of the licensing companies caught us on the Eagles, and we're not doing the Eagles anymore.
Sorry,
yeah,
Sloppy Joe. It's either go to prison or quit doing it. I don't think those boys.
Nobody would mess with Brian in prison.
Yeah,
right. So I think we're good.
Oh my gosh! Off the top of your head, besides Aaron Watson and Neil McCoy, what are some other shows you got? You said you got one this weekend, didn't you?
Drake Milligan. He's a young up and comer, really good. It'll be a pretty good show. But I'm going to leak this. I'm going to leak this.
Sure. Whatever you want to do.
We announced this Wednesday, but on your show, Zach,
ladies and gentlemen,
I am going to announce 2 things. One is Ty Myers will be back. And if you're not familiar with that young man yet, he's 17 years old and selling out places like crazy. He's got a really, really soulful country sound, and the girls love him. I missed the last time I was out of town, but they said it was the most electric show we had ever had.
Wow.
Because
and
the girls
when is
were
that?
That is end of April, first part of May.
Okay.
And Hudson Westbrook is another young kid that's taken off, and his show is in May, and it's already sold out. So we're gonna announce that we're moving it to a parking lot party.
Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that. You do that maybe once or twice a year, where
we do it 20
on
times if we could find the right artist,
right, right price.
Yeah, but this will be our first opportunity this year. Ty Myers will probably get moved out there as well, simply because they're just selling tickets like crazy.
Who are some you're talking about these young guys and still able to get them at a good price? Who are some of the artists that over the years you look back and you said, man, we missed getting them they just jumped in price too fast?
Cody Johnson, Zach Top. A quick story on Zach Top. We kind of heard him and we're like, let's get him booked. And he was $50,000.
Wow.
And we went, all right, we'll do it for $50,000. And they hit us back and they went, he's $250. We're like, yesterday he was 50.
He was 50.
And they went, it's going up every day.
Wow.
So
what do you think it is now?
I don't know. I bet it's $100,000 more than that. I hear Cohen Parker, which, first time Parker played, he had 87 people at the backyard.
Wow.
And the last time he was in Waco, he had 12,000.
Yeah.
But you hate that you lose them, but you're so happy for them. That's what they're doing it for.
Sure.
But as a venue owner, you go, man, why won't they come back and do a? Why would they?
We'll give them the green M&Ms. Come on back.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's a fun deal. But we got Pat back for the first time in 2 or 3 years. People love him. Stoney will be back. People love him. Cody Canada will be back. And the great news about Cody is he can now sing the CCR songs.
Yeah.
For years he couldn't sing those.
Yeah.
And wouldn't sing them. And now that they did their kind of reunion, he's able to sing some of those songs.
Yeah.
So we'll probably see a boost in ticket sales on him from normal.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I saw that here a while back where they were doing the big reunion and people were going, tickets are already, out
They
of sight.
sold out like a 40,000 seat venue 2 or 3 nights in a row at $100 a ticket or something.
Yeah.
They made a killing.
Made a lot of money off that. Are there any events that you do or you know you're going to do this year that are every year we do this, every year we do this? Do you have anything like that?
You know, a lot
Besides
of times,
the Zack and Jim blowouts we did, but
yeah. It's funny. The Masons do an event there every year.
That's right.
I think it's this weekend, actually.
Really?
They usually use a local band. I think it's Phoenix Theory this year. They actually had Brandon Jenkins.
Mhm.
He was one of the last places he played before he had his heart issue. They do an event there every year. We have a big coaches convention that comes to town,
Right.
and a lady that owns a AstroTurf company brings all of them in.
Wow.
That was last weekend. It's like y'all just go down there. Here's your 2 or 3 drink tickets and eat, and those are wonderful. But normally, we've done the Christmas thing where actually your next guest, Chris Lowe's, on that a couple of years. We're scared of New Year's Eve just because of the weather.
Sure.
We wish we could do something big.
Sure.
But mark it down. We are going to do something big on New Year's Eve where we bring in snow machines and just make it a winter wonderland of our own.
You put this
at
big
some
globe,
point.
this
Yeah.
top over the
Yeah,
whole
that's what we're gonna
property,
do.
and just call it the snow globe event.
Yeah, it's actually going to be just saran wrap wrapped around all our poles, which we did one time.
It's not even saran wrap; it's the cheap white in the white box, the
We did-
generic brand.
But we did that for a gentleman that was on. He played music, but he was on one of the dating shows.
Yeah.
And all these people, and it was like 20 degrees, so we literally wrapped plastic around the
No.
stage.
No.
And about halfway through, we had to cut it loose because it was so hot.
Wow.
But we spent like $300 wrapping it
that?
for no reason because nobody cared.
Okay, so
We do that a
before you get out of here, what'd you say you were born when? What year?
Before the 3-point line is what my friends joke with me about.
So that was
1970.
1970. Okay, first of all, I'll go back to when I was born, which, by the way, I celebrated
kept
my
records?
birthday. Yeah, they actually do. My birthday was last week. You're saying over the weekend you did. I want to send a shout out to my son and daughter-in-law and grandchild and her husband, and my great-grandchildren came down, took me to Terry Black's and ate some barbecue. That's
Had
why
you
I
a
maybe
black
look a little
margarita?
heavier. Ooh, yes, I had 2. I had a margarita and a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jack and Coke is pretty stout, I
Ooh,
heard.
it was. I did that on Saturday, and then Sunday I showed a house. Weichert Realtors, you want to buy or sell a house, Chris? I know you when you get ready to move into that big mansion.
Yeah, I tried to sell mine during the boom, but my wife wouldn't let me.
Well,
we're gonna move in with
reach
you.
out. I had an open house with my friend Joe Reed on Sunday. Anyway, when I was born, the number one song was "Why Baby Why" by Webb Pierce and Red Solvine.
Red
Why
Solvine.
Baby Why?
Red Solvine had the trucker song too,
Trucker
didn't
songs.
he? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
he
yeah.
did. In 1970, year you were born, the number one was "Baby Baby, Know You're a Lady" by David Houston. He was a big country singer back in those days.
Man,
David Houston, 1970. You don't believe me?
I've never heard that name. Have you?
There you go. Well, you were
the
just
ones
born.
right under it, but you know stuff back. But every name under it: Tom T. Hall, Merle
Yeah,
Haggard,
all those.
Charlie Pride, Marty Robbins, which was my favorite singer of my dad.
I don't know if you know this, but out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're
All right.
still
Any
quick. You're still quick.
Closing remarks about the backyard, about anything you guys got going on that you want to pass on besides the big news you gave us a while ago? That was great.
That's actually really big news.
Yeah.
But just thanks to Waco and the surrounding communities for keeping us alive. Live music's hard. It's really hard. Finding the right bands, getting it advertised the right way, things of that sort. And we're going to keep trying to bring new genres. We kind of live on country music, but there's some other genres out there and some other artists that we hope to get on the stage. And hats off to our staff.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a place you have to wait to get a drink. Sometimes you got to wait to get food, but when you're working out of a kitchen this size, trying to feed 1,000 people gets kind of tough. But hats off to them. They really work their butts off. And if you're ever there at 2 o'clock when a concert's over, and then you show up at 6 a.m. and see what they've done to get the place back in order,
cleaned up.
Hats off to them, and hats off to you for your support all those years.
Oh, well,
continued support, I hope.
Absolutely. I appreciate you and your compadres over there. Y'all have always been super nice to me and over the years.
You're going to have Brian on here. You're going to have Sloppy Joe on
I'm
here.
going to get Brian
point, right?
and Sloppy Joe on, and Chris Brazil is going to come in and play spoons, I think.
He can do it. He can do it.
All right. Chris Cox, the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, good buddy of ours, loves local music. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thanks
have a great week. And we'll be right back. Our buddy Chris Lowe. It's the Chris Day today. He's going to rap. He's going to juggle and sing country music.
Ask him about the boy band he was in.
Oh, the boy band. Okay, we'll do that. That's coming up next.
Transform your workspace with Hanomi Ergonomics. From adjustable chairs to standing desks, we provide solutions for comfort and productivity, whether at home or in the office. Improve your posture, reduce strain, and work smarter. Visit us at hanomi.co today. That's HINOMI.co today. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your tastes. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. Unlock your full potential with Onnit, your go-to for premium supplements, fitness gear, and wellness essentials. Whether you're training hard, recovering faster, or just looking to feel your best, Onnit has the tools you need to perform at your peak. Visit Onnit, that's ONNIT.com, and elevate your mind, body, and spirit today. At Rolls Rolla, we don't just sell wallpaper, we create cohesive, cozy spaces. Our deep understanding of design means every pattern, color, and texture is carefully chosen to complement your home. Plus, we use advanced technology and water-based inks for vibrant, eco-friendly prints, ensuring a healthier environment. Visit rollsrolla.com to transform your space today. That's ROLLSROLLA.com today. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com. Ready to bring your vision to life? At Small Rig, every idea, design, and product is inspired by you, the creator. With our industry-first under co-design mode and the Dream Rig free customization project, we unite with global creators to turn big dreams into reality. Whether it's a cage rig or mount, Small Rig's versatile gear is built to elevate your craft. Small Rig, where your creativity meets our innovation. Go to smallrig.com.
Calling all Marvel fans, get Marvel Unlimited and unlock over 30,000 comics featuring your favorite heroes and iconic stories, all available to read anytime, anywhere. Whether you're into classic tales or the latest adventures, there's something for everyone. Don't miss out. Head to marvel.com/unlimited today and start your Marvel journey now. Looking to streamline your business and enhance customer experience? Traft is your all-in-one appointment scheduling solution. With an easy-to-use interface, customizable features, and powerful automation, Traft helps you manage bookings, payments, and client communications easily. Save time, reduce no-shows, and provide a seamless experience for your customers. Ready to grow your business? Try Traft today at TRAFFT.com, Traft.com today.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Hey, down in Louisiana, I got too much to lose. Down in Louisiana, I got too much to lose. I got 20 years of living with these old Cane River blues. Well, I work at tenant farming. I work for Jacob. Jacob is my name, and I work at tenant farming. Jacob is my name. I spent half my life getting blisters on my fingers from cutting sugar cane. Well, I got me a son named Jimmy. Got a wife named Marie. Well, I got me a son named Jimmy. I got a wife named Marie. She said, I'm getting old working in the sun all day, but you did all right. I said, you did all right, buddy. She said, Jimmy needs some schooling, so it doesn't end up like you. She said, Jimmy needs some schooling, so it doesn't end up like you. But buying his books on the money I make, it's a damn hard thing to do. Mr. Jackson wants to see me, and he called me in at 4. Mr. Jackson wants to see me, and he called me in at 4. He said, I got me a combine, Jacob, and I don't need you anymore. Yeah. Well, I got a brother named Virgil. He sells crack cocaine. Well, I got me a brother named Virgil. He sells crack cocaine. Well, he made his money a long time ago when he left that sugar cane. Well, Virgil said, hey, Jacob, I'll make you a deal. And Virgil said, hey, Jacob, I'll make you a deal. I gotta give some goods to Opelousas, man. I need you behind the wheel. We were headed south on a 2-lane road called Highway 190. It was a 2-lane asphalt coon-ass highway. It was Highway 190. Oh, Mr. Trooper pulled us over outside of town. He said, step out nice and slow. Mr. Trooper shot poor Virgil when he tried to run. Mr. Trooper shot poor Virgil when he tried to run. But I had me an over and under double barrel Remington 12 gauge. Yeah. Good. I got nothing left to lose. I'm going to Angola. I got these old Cane River and old Cane River blues.
Back live, Texas Music Cafe, Zack Owen Show. As got a lot of new people in the room. As I explained a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, that our PR team out of Chicago and London, we spent $12 million on naming this show, and they came up with the Zack Owen Show. Big thanks to The Brew, our coffee sponsor. They're right down the street, 6 in Franklin, for bringing that by. I want to throw out a couple of birthdays before we go over to Chris Lowe. Happy birthday, 56 years old, to Rob Williams. I got a birthday for, let me see here, Shannon Parsons is turning 50 years old. Rachel Lynn having a birthday. Robert DeLisandro is 49. Lee Mitchell, Shannon Gamble, Dustin Patton is 45. Becky Martin, my friend Becky, is 63. Want to say happy birthday to Kendra Williams, 48. Brianna Naomi is 33. And speaking of Naomi, what a coincidence. Her last name is Naomi. Today is Naomi Judd's birthday, born on this date. Happy birthday to, let's see, what's today? Oh, I'm sorry. This past Saturday was Naomi's birthday. On Sunday, yesterday, the legendary, one of the greatest singers, no longer with us, Ray Price, had a birthday. And also on Sunday, Ricky Van Shelton celebrated a birthday. And today, Trace Atkins, born in 1962. So that would make him about 63, I guess. Chris Lowe, when's your birthday, buddy?
That would be in September 29th.
And you'll be?
Yes.
Alive, hopefully.
See, I almost got you to say that.
That's right.
Chris, do you recall, because you're a lot younger than me, I know that.
Okay.
Do you recall us meeting, us first time maybe working together or whatever?
I do recall that. So
can you tell it?
I can.
Okay.
It's not one of those that we can't discuss on air.
Yeah.
So the first time I actually met you was at Austin's on the Avenue, a few blocks over, back in about 2009. We wrote a song. I wrote a song that kind of paid homage to Waco, called "What Home Means," and we got to meet because you came up to me. You had heard the song, and you and Jim had heard the song, and we shouted you guys out in that, and you were real appreciative of that, and just kind of struck up a friendship at that point. So yeah, it was outside of Austin's on the Avenue on that patio section out there.
Right.
And,
I remember that. In fact, one of the owners, Leslie, had a birthday last week.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What's he like? 30 now?
I think he is 30. I think he says he's younger than you, I believe.
Well, I believe he is a little younger than me. So.
But yeah, those are some great times at Austin's. What a great venue that was.
Right.
I loved it outside until summer came, and you had no breeze because of the two buildings, blocking off everything. But what a great venue down there. Here we are
now.
Do what?
It's a little different now.
I haven't been in there.
Well, I'm just saying it's a little different.
It's a little different. Are you saying you go back to your rap days when you think of it?
Well, I heard y'all talking about that, by the way. I appreciate that, Chris.
I do remember this. Maybe it wasn't the first time that I met you, but one of the first times I interviewed you, or you were on the radio or something. And I said, well, tell us a little bit about your career, your musical. And you go, well, I originally started out rapping. I go, okay, that's a joke. Come on.
The Waco High rapper.
Waco High rappers.
That's right.
Did you ever write a rap song, or did you just do covers?
Oh, no. They were originals. I don't know if they were.
Do you remember some of the names of the songs?
So one was called Sweet and Low.
Was that your rapper name, Sweet and Low?
No, I was C-Lo, Little Low.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was me and a guy named Chris Westfall, still a great friend of mine. Hadn't talked to him in a long time, but we were two fresh honkies keeping it funky.
Let's hear it. No, yeah. Can you give us just a little bit of that? One of the songs. Just pick one and give us a little bit of your rapping days.
Man,
come on. You can do it. I know you can.
Man,
We
I
won't
didn't
make
know
fun
we were
of it.
doing all this. No, I can't do that, man. The one that I remember, my wife would not want me to do. So we'll just say it was a great time back then, and I learned a lot about rhythm, and I still have a little bit of it now. So,
But can you dance?
That I cannot do. It's all in here though. It actually kind of. So my buddy Mike Donahue here been playing guitar with me for 13, 14 years.
Something like that.
It's kind of an interesting segue. Tell them how I usually send a song to you. Or
This is the best. This is. It takes a lot of collaboration. Chris writes everything in his head. He doesn't play any instruments, So, but he's absolutely prolific in terms of what's in his head. It comes out every day, but he's got no way to express it. So he'll call me up. Hey, what note is this? And I'm saying, that's a B flat. Okay, B flat. What if? Oh, C. Yeah, let's do it in C. Okay, yeah. All right, what note? So he'll give me all these notes that are in his head.
Yeah.
And then I figure out what the chord is that he wants, and then he'll sing the verse, and then we kind of fumble through the next chords, and then we laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. And with usually when it's the whole band, we'll get the whole band together and we make fun of him and his cheesy lyrics and all that stuff. But then we make music out of it.
That's
and
right.
so
it's exactly how it happens.
That is a great story.
And what he doesn't tell me is half the time he's at work at his office and he has me on speaker. So one day I do this exactly how he said it.
That is exactly true.
And after we got off the phone, he said a partner of his comes down the hall and says, "Hey, Mike, hey," and yeah, what's up? He goes, "What note is this?" Legendary now.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Well, if we're not going to do rap, how about do you want to do that song that you were talking about, the tribute to Waco?
Let's
Sure.
knock that
Would you
out.
like-
That's
okay.
actually, first off, I've been tuning in since you started this, man. Congratulations on the new show, Zach. We love you, and certainly I know all of Central Texas and really all over the United States, maybe even the world.
I love it.
If they know you, they love you, and I'm certainly
Except for those few ex-wives.
well, you and I have a few things in common. But I'm super honored to be here. And I just wanted to say to Melanie, it was great seeing her on the show and everything. And so just a little bit about the song real quick. Wrote this in 2009 on my back porch. Just wanted to shout out Waco because, all growing up, I just couldn't wait to get out of Waco.
Yeah.
And then when I actually kind of got out on my own and everything, I knew I didn't want to leave Waco. And so that's where this song comes from. It's called What Home Means. They put in a new shopping mall just off the interstate. All the old mall people don't like it much. Everybody else thinks it's great. Even got a new swimming pool and a couple new restaurants. And an hour and a half to the north and the south will give you any other thing you want. Even seems the local football team has turned the corner, though they're kind of green. A new coach and a local kid, they got them winning like the old guys did, yeah. We watch our movies at the Hollywood. That Bush's chicken is sure damn good. We order beers by the turn big O's, and you can never get enough of those. We eat our barbecue with Uncle Dan, hang out on Wednesdays with Zack and Jim. It's where I was raised and it's where I want to be. And this is what home means to me. I remember back in '89, yeah, that was my senior year. I couldn't hardly wait to graduate so I could get the hell out of here. I knew that life had a plan for me, and it didn't involve this town. I'd move off and start a family, find somewhere to settle down. All those years can cause a mind to change. Somehow those plans are rearranged. I'm so glad that I chose to stay. Hey, ain't it funny how it goes that way? Yeah, we watch our movies at the Hollywood. That Bush's chicken is sure damn good. Every fall's the heart of Texas Fair. The local yokels say sick 'em bears. We eat our barbecue with Uncle Dan, hang out on Wednesdays with Zack and Jim. It's where I was raised and it's where I want to be. And this is what home means to me. Spending Saturdays out on the lake and having all the fun that we can take it. Girls in bikinis and the beer is cold, you know, kind of place everybody knows. We watch our movies at the Hollywood. That Bush's chicken is sure damn good. Every fall's the heart of Texas Fair. The local said sick of bears. We eat our barbecue with Uncle Dan. Hang out on Wednesdays with Zack and Jim. It's where I was raised and it's where I wanna be. Yeah. We watch our movies at the Hollywood. That Bush's chicken is sure damn good. We order beers by the turn he goes, and you can never get enough of those. We eat our barbecue with Uncle Dan. Hang out on Wednesdays with Zack and Jim. It's where I was raised and it's where I want to be. And this is what home means to me. Yeah, this is what home means to me. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Yeah! Song, Waco.
I got a couple of quick things. You say hang out with Zack and Jim on Wednesdays.
That's right.
And we had Country Hump for years and years and years, every Wednesday. And the guy that actually started Country Hump, if you remember years ago, originally it was Kelly's, but it became Martini Factory.
Yes.
And Mike Spear was the owner.
Was that New Road?
Yeah,
New Road?
right there on New Road.
That's right.
And Mike Spear and I were together doing something, and he said, "Hey, I got this idea. Why don't y'all come broadcast, and we're going to call it Country Hump." So Mike Spear is the one that came up with the Country Hump. But Jim and I would laugh because everywhere, well, 99% of everywhere we did Country Hump, they closed. We would say, if you want your business to go out of business, have us do Country Hump. And I'll give you an example. Martini Factory, Booters, Tom and Jerry's. Tom and Jerry's is known. I swear I can go anywhere and run into somebody and they'll go, "Oh my God, I remember the Tom and Jerry days.
Yes.
We did some stupid stuff," which leads to other stories. But Tom and Jerry's, the bar, it became a country bar down there where the stadium is now, like Continental Spur, Rusty Spur, something that shut down. Anyway, that was our deal. You wanted your bar to go out of business? Call us.
So interestingly enough, I think the last place you guys had that I mean, or maybe not the last place because you kept having it, but back when Hog Creek Ice House was out there on Highway 6.
That's another one that closed.
Yeah. So, that building became a church.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
yeah.
Well, we were the last Wednesday night hump
really
group that you had there. And so out on the moniker, Hog Creek Ice House, it said Wednesday hump night, Chris Lowe on the moniker. Well, they ended up taking the Hog Creek down and putting up the church sign. And I'm not making this up, the letters stayed up there, and it didn't say that completely on the moniker. It actually was abbreviated. So at one point, and I have a picture of it on my phone, it said whatever church, Hog Creek Church, whatever it is. And it said, "Weed Hump Chris Lowe." And it was like that for Weed Hump Chris Lowe. And I took a picture of that, and I was like,
"Oh my God."
I mean, if that's not...
I always tell people, it's the only place that Saturday night you could have bought a beer out of the trough and the next day get baptized out of the trough.
Right. I always wanted to write a song called "Baptized in a Beer Trough." I think
it's
that
great.
idea back. Yeah.
We had some great times out. Wayne Redding and Fred Bridger, who rest his soul, Fred passed away just recently, but they were the main owners of the Hog Creek Ice House. And, I always like to say that the ice house out there was a little bit ahead of its time. It's kind of like the backyard, a little bit bigger. I mean, it would hold 5,000, so quite a bit bigger. But our problem out there was a restaurant, a dance hall, a bar, an outdoor concert venue, a private club upstairs, and finding the right management. Who knew how to run all that? And problems with the police department, highway department, drinking and driving was a tough thing.
Yep.
But yeah, we had some great times out there. That's great. That's a great story. We humped Chris Lowe.
The very first band to play that outdoor stage at Hog Creek. Do you remember who it was?
I don't.
REO Speedwagon.
Oh, that's right.
Was the very first band. And the band that opened up for REO Speedwagon was the Sonny Mac Blues Band that I was part of.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sure was. It was.
We had some great shows out there. We had at the Hog Creek, we had what we called the Three Johnnies. It was Johnny Lee, John Conley, and maybe Johnny Rodriguez. I think the Three Johnnies. We had Rodney Carrington. I think we had over 5,000 for Rodney one time, and just some great times out there. So give us an idea. What have you been up to, Chris? Music wise or life wise?
Yeah. So life's good. Been very blessed. I've got 2 teenage bonus daughters at home right now, and that keeps Jackie and I real busy. But still doing a lot of music, but it's a little less out in the public. It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
Writing a lot, recording quite a bit with the kid Blaine Hennig over there at Playground Studios, also with Nate Cole here at Rabbit Hole, and got some cool stuff. I'm working a collab right now with the Waco Community Choir on a song that I wrote called "So Good to Me." It's a Christian song. It's got some. Oh, I can't wait for this song to get done. It's got a lot of soul to it, and just kind of that gospel background that I have.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, Jackie and I we celebrated 10 years of marriage.
Wow.
I know, right? In October. I know. I really need to get her into a doctor to find out what's going on with her, because she's stuck with me for 12 years total. But no, we went to Tahoe back in October, celebrate 10 years. And, you've been to Tahoe. I'm
sure.
Yeah,
I love Tahoe.
So wrote a song called Heavenly while I was out there, and already got that song. Everything basically recorded, working on that one at Rabbit Hole Recording, about to release that. So, and then the second song I'll do here in just a little bit is a song that I wrote for my middle daughter, Brinley. It's called "When Texas Fell for Indiana," and it's just a story about her and her boyfriend from Indiana, how they met. And
wow.
Kind of made a cool song out of it. So, yeah.
I know you're too young to remember this, but the legendary Bill Anderson, great songwriter, singer in his time, great toupee that he wears. Anyway, Bill Anderson had a song many years ago, and I grew up in Fort Worth, but it was called Peanuts and Diamonds. And it was kind of the same thing. Peanuts, he was from Fort Worth. Diamonds came from Dallas, and the boy and the girl meet. Same.
Yeah,
so
same
sometimes pull that up and listen to it. Peanuts. And I have to say that, I have a funny, just quick, you sang the song and you included Zach and Jim, which is probably one of the songs ever, the only one ever done with our name in it. But when Jason Aldean came out with the song and he said, "A few good friends," like, and the actual words are Jack and Jim, which he was referring to Jack Daniels and Jim Beam.
Mm-hmm.
He says it in a way, I guarantee you, we had hundreds of people go, "How'd you get Jason Aldean to put y'all's name in that damn song?"
That's so awesome. Yeah, it's funny you bring him up. I was in New York, and Jen Young, our good friend Jen Young, texted me while I was up there, and she said, "Hey, I know you're in New York. Jason Aldean is at a pop-up show at the MLB baseball cave or whatever, some kind of deal." And I just happened to look, and I was like 2 blocks from there.
Wow.
And shoot over there, and sure enough, they were letting 300 people in, and I got in.
Wow.
And got to see him as just a pop-up acoustic show. The funniest part about it is, as a songwriter and a somebody who performs live, these guys make fun of me all the time because a lot of my songs we'll be doing, we've done 1,000 times, but I'll forget the words just like that. And they'll know it because I don't miss a beat. I just sing something else.
Sure.
And then they just get a good laugh in. Well, you know, he had that, what was it called? Dirt Road Anthem?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's up there singing. And of course, everybody waits for that one song. And sure as I do it, he forgot the words to it, you know, halfway through it. It was great. It was like, for me, it was like, thank you. Thank you. Letting me know it's not just me. But he gets done. He said, I apologize about that. But sometimes the hardest songs to remember are your own. So I'll never forget Aldine doing that. That's kind of crazy.
I'll tell you a quick story, and then we're going to take a short break and come back and sing another song. But I just posted on my Facebook page a throwback pic of me and Jim with Gary Stewart. And we were playing an outdoor show somewhere out east. There's an old fort or something over there. I forgot the name of the town and whatever, but they would do a yearly event. And Gary Stewart was the headliner. And he almost forgot every word to every song. But the funny part of the night was he's playing that guitar and it's just terrible. And you'll appreciate this being a guitar player. It's just so off. And you can see the band looking at him like, what we're watching. And one of the band members goes over and unplugs Gary Stewart's guitar. And he played the whole night thinking, I'm rocking it, you know. But anyway, Gary Stewart, one of my all-time favorites. All right, got to take a break here. Zack Owen Show live from the Texas Music Cafe. Chris Lowe coming up next.
Transform your workspace with Hanomi Ergonomics. From adjustable chairs to standing desks, we provide solutions for comfort and productivity, whether at home or in the office. Improve your posture, reduce strain, and work smarter. Visit us at hanomi.co today. That's HINOMI.co today. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your tastes. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. Unlock your full potential with Onnit, your go-to for premium supplements, fitness gear, and wellness essentials. Whether you're training hard, recovering faster, or just looking to feel your best, Onnit has the tools you need to perform at your peak. Visit Onnit, that's ONNIT.com, and elevate your mind, body, and spirit today. At Rolls Rolla, we don't just sell wallpaper, we create cohesive, cozy spaces. Our deep understanding of design means every pattern, color, and texture is carefully chosen to complement your home. Plus, we use advanced technology and water-based inks for vibrant, eco-friendly prints, ensuring a healthier environment. Visit rollsrolla.com to transform your space today. That's ROLLSROLLA.com today. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com. Ready to bring your vision to life? At Small Rig, every idea, design, and product is inspired by you, the creator. With our industry-first under co-design mode and the Dream Rig free customization project, we unite with global creators to turn big dreams into reality. Whether it's a cage rig or mount, Small Rig's versatile gear is built to elevate your craft. Small Rig, where your creativity meets our innovation. Go to smallrig.com.
Calling all Marvel fans, get Marvel Unlimited and unlock over 30,000 comics featuring your favorite heroes and iconic stories, all available to read anytime, anywhere. Whether you're into classic tales or the latest adventures, there's something for everyone. Don't miss out. Head to marvel.com/unlimited today and start your Marvel journey now. Looking to streamline your business and enhance customer experience? Traft is your all-in-one appointment scheduling solution. With an easy-to-use interface, customizable features, and powerful automation, Traft helps you manage bookings, payments, and client communications easily. Save time, reduce no-shows, and provide a seamless experience for your customers. Ready to grow your business? Try Traft today at TRAFFT.com, Traft.com today.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Back live, Texas Music Cafe downtown. We do this show every Monday through Friday from 8 to 10. Now, here's the cool thing. You can always go back and catch a show if you miss one. Go back to last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Had a lot of great musicians on last week. I want to give you a little heads up that coming up tomorrow on the show, my good friend Bambi SQ from over at Alan Samuel's House of Travel is going to be with us. You know, she puts together our Zach and Jim Travel Club. We still do that. We got trip number 45 coming up July 31st. Incredible 15-day vacation to Greece, the Greek islands, Croatia, Italy, all that. So make sure you tune in. We'll talk about other things to do with travel besides that, but she'll be on tomorrow. And another good friend of mine, singer Joel Wood, is going to be on, sing some country music for us tomorrow. Chris is with us right now. And Chris, I thought I'd look over some country music news. It says 1948, the first country music TV show premiered on WLW in Cincinnati. It was called Midwestern Hayride.
All right.
1965, Once a Day by Connie Smith was the #1 country song. 1968, Johnny Cash played a show which was recorded his forthcoming live album at Folsom Prison. Remember, everybody talks about that one. That was in 68. 2,000 inmates were his audience. Could you imagine that, playing for inmates? And
that's crazy.
You don't want to piss them off.
I don't know that I played for 2,000 of them, but this is Waco. I probably played for 20 of them.
Yeah. Well, I think you were actually in the jail.
Well, we'll leave that one. You and Chris already had that conversation about the jails. 1971,
one of my favorite songs, favorite artists, the legendary Charlie Pride had Kiss an Angel Good Morning in 1971. 1996, Martina McBride made her first appearance at the Grand Ole Opry. And in 2015, Garth Brooks pushed past Elvis Presley to take back the title of solo artist who has sold more albums than anyone else in U.S. history. You know, I look back at people that have passed away, and there's 3 people that I wish I could have seen in my time. Elvis Presley was one, Michael Jackson one, and Prince. And a lot of people go, Prince? That's 3 people. Anybody you say, oh man, I wish I could have seen.
You know, it'd be Michael Jackson for me. I don't know. The king of pop, man. He was just amazing.
When he was in his prime and hot. And
I never was big on Prince, which is crazy because I love his music.
Yeah.
He just wasn't one of those front runners for me. But yeah, it would have to be MJ. Yeah.
Yeah. Or the Beatles. I would have, because I grew up in that time. The Beatles were just so big. I wish I could have.
I'll throw one more in there, and this is kind of a curveball. Janis Joplin.
Oh yeah, Janis Joplin. True.
And that was she had a soul for what she sang. I mean, there was no doubt she was feeling whatever she was singing or something.
Sure. All right, you got a song for us here?
Yeah. So I mentioned this song earlier. So the background to it is this: my daughter Brinley, my bonus daughter Brinley. She went on a cruise with her dad and stepmother, and they went to Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful cruise. While they're on the cruise, she meets a young man that they just kind of connect and fall for each other. They've been dating ever since.
Wow.
He lives in Indiana. She lives here in Hewitt, and they just make it work. They're the same age, right. They're both right before college and everything. So when she told me the story of how they met, I was just like, man, there's a song there somewhere. So that's where Texas Fell for Indiana came about. And I was really hoping that the Longhorns would win this past weekend. And then we'd have Notre Dame and Texas. And then if Notre Dame somehow beat Texas, which I wasn't rooting for necessarily, then it really would have been Texas fell to Indiana. But anyway, that didn't work out.
All right.
So yeah, here we go. This is called Texas Fell for Indiana. Who knew traveling halfway across the world? Introduced in Indiana before you said never know what God has hidden up his sleeve till you finally get to see it. It's all you covered up. You hope you only stay hello with and it all fell in line over it fell for and love it for that's all I even though it's he danced and he smiled. Took her by the hand and then they danced. All around the more perfect kind. Fell for me and that's your kind of thing. That's where it is. You know, it's better love. It fell for Indiana. Their hearts said it was just another chance to become friends. Believe it at what my fault. And even though it said you'll be right back.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you, brother.
I like it.
Appreciate
So,
that.
I would love to be a songwriter. I really would. I would like to do that. I can't, but I would love to. So I'm always interested. How long did it take you to write that?
wrote
The
that
time
about-
you said,
Yeah, I wrote that in about 15 minutes. Yeah, sure did.
That's amazing.
And again, Mike kind of told the story earlier. I hear it all. Like, I literally heard that with all that music behind it in my head. And I can, all kidding aside, I know the Nashville number system. So if I know what key I'm in, I can, chart it out and everything. But I literally hear it produced, and then it's just getting that kind of put out there and work with some great musicians and make it happen. So I'm excited about that song. It actually released on all music platforms on December 19th. I'm an independent artist, so you know how that goes. You just throw it out there as best you can, and just really excited about that song, and honored to do it here today.
Oh man, it's great. I love that. I'll tell you what, we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to come back, but right now, right after the Zack Owen show, we've got another great show. If you're into sports, Chris, you into sports?
I love sports.
All right. Well, Pete Sousa, my friend, has a great show, and it's Monday, and the playoffs, the NFL, everything is taking place. He's got a great show lined up. In fact, we're not. Okay. I didn't know that. We didn't either. We planned to go to Pete, but Pete is on the road traveling with sports. So make sure you listen. 10 o'clock, his show comes up, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll have him back on. Pete Sousa's show, so check it out. Who's your favorite team? Who do you like to follow?
So I was about to tell you, I could give the update on the playoffs.
Oh,
right
you
now.
could? Give us
the
an update.
Cowboys did not lose, but they did not win either because they are in Cabo where I was last week. So.
I was going to say when Chris Cox was here earlier, I said, any big events coming up? And I started to say, well, we know you're not having the big Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl party.
Unfortunately, that's 30 years now in the making. And, but here's the good news. 2025, this is our year. This is our year. That's right.
You know what? You're sounding like Jerry Jones now.
Well, I'm kind of boycotting Jerry. If you see the hat, a lot of people might think it's a certain hat, but it's actually Make America's Team Great Again. So it's Matka. So,
Make America's Team Great Again. I love that.
I think we need to get that word out there, and maybe, I don't know, Jerry's gonna Jerry.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
I did watch a little bit of the playoffs, NFL, college, so forth, and I think they all turned out to be pretty much what the spread, everybody predicted.
I think last night's game was probably the biggest surprise.
I was pulling for. I hate Washington. Being a Cowboy fan, there's three teams you hate:
right.
Washington, Philadelphia, and New York.
That's right. Emphasis on Philly.
And in the old days, remember Arizona used to be
that's right.
in our
That's
division.
Right. Yep.
Hated them. But I was pulling for Tampa Bay, and I kind of like Baker Mayfield
I like
too.
Baker. Yeah.
But I had to fall asleep. I went to bed. I woke up this morning and saw they lost.
Yeah. So Baker's one of those guys that basically it looked like his career was done. And man, he went down there. He had to succeed Tom Brady, basically, and I give him credit. He's a baller. He's rebuilt his career. It's pretty neat to watch.
So we may not have you back on before the Super Bowl, so I want you to go ahead. Who do you think's going to make it to the Super Bowl?
So make it wise. It won't be filthy. I'm not worried about them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Detroit and Buffalo. I think that'd be the two teams I'd like to see. I'm Dan Campbell, Texas boy.
Yeah.
Texas A&M Aggie. I'd love to see him win, even though he's got a little chip on his shoulders about the Cowboys, which I get. He played for the Cowboys, but he actually, as I understand it, not like I'm connected or anything, he actually really wanted to be interviewed for the Cowboys head coaching job when they hired McCarthy and didn't even get a call. So I think that's a little
that'd be great if he went all the way.
Yeah, so I'm rooting for him. If not Detroit on the NFC side, I'd be rooting for Minnesota as well, but they got to win tonight. So
yeah, that's going to be a good game tonight.
Yeah, but Detroit's fun to watch, man. They're one of those teams. They're not only mean and got that grit like their head coach, but then they'll break out that flash and dash and do some trick plays. It's fun football to watch. So.
Oh yeah, it really is. National championship for college is a week from today.
How can you think that? I mean, I've talked about Notre Dame, but Ohio State, man.
Yeah. I would have never, if you would have asked me, in fact, according to my sheet that I filled out, I had no clue they would be the two teams making it.
None. Yeah, no, none at all. In fact, I really thought that Ohio, I'll put it like this. When they lost to Michigan, I thought that was it for Ohio State. Instead, they flipped the switch. It's been impressive. I'm not I hate to say this because I'm from Texas. I'm not a big Texas fan, but I was rooting for them. I'm not attached to any university. I'm a MCC Highlander, you know? So I kept telling my wife, who is a big Texas fan, Quinn Ewers is a problem. And I don't mean that. I don't mean that in any disrespect. I felt like when it got in big game moments, he just rose up, and it seemed like that the other night. And, you know, that we watched that game. We were actually coming back from Cabo. We were in the airport and we're watching that game. And, it made it bad enough that the big play where his ex-roommate, you know, sacked him, ran it back. But sitting right behind us at the airport are two Ohio State fans, and they're enjoying it, and we're not. I
love it.
That's how it works.
Speaking of your vacation, because you know I love to travel. I've already got trips planned out the wazoo next year. That's my goal in life. I just want to travel.
Amen.
I love it. I spend all my money on traveling, and I've got some great things. Tell us about Cabo. What's your favorite? Where'd you stay? What's your favorite thing to do?
Yeah, so we actually stayed in Los Cabos at a place called Crystal Grand, and it was great. I mean, honestly, we like to do the all-inclusive. So if we don't want to go anywhere, we don't have to. It was interesting because it's sunny and beautiful every day, but it was a little cool. So you couldn't necessarily swim, or at least I didn't want to swim or anything like that. But we Thursday night went into Cabo San Lucas, hung out at a place called, first we went to
Squid Row.
We passed Squid Row. We went down on the water. It's called Sancho's. Sancho's. And then we ended up holed up at Echo Bar to watch the Notre Dame game. That's such a cool place down there. That walk down there,
all along the bay, right there.
So cool, and saw some amazing. I mean, I'm not a big fisherman guy or anything, but those boats down there are ridiculous. I mean, I call them boats. Those yachts. It's
you know, that's
ridiculous.
the thing about Cabo. People say, they'll ask me, because I've been so many different places in Mexico. They say, what's your favorite? I said, well, it depends what you want to do. Cabo is more your fishing, some of the most beautiful golf courses you'll ever find in your life, in the party area around the bay. Cancun, playa, beaches, water, party, golf too. So
believe it or not, that was my first time to Cabo. And Jackie and I always wanted to go to Cabo. We're actually going back in June because I told you, Brindley, she's graduating high school. So we're going to take her and her sister and hopefully all three girls to Cabo for her, you know, senior getaway as a family, you know. And but yeah, I'll tell you where my favorite place in Mexico is Puerto Vallarta. I absolutely love PV. Been there a couple times, and we go. I like it because, at least for me, you can stay on the reservation if you want, but you can get out, walk anywhere. It's safe.
Great old school shopping.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and some
great food,
cheap food. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Great golf courses. In fact, I got my eyes set right now at a resort. I haven't been to Puerto Vallarta in a while. I think we went there maybe 3 times during our Zach and Jim trips, and I've been a couple of times on my own. But there's I want you to look it up. I think it's called Garza Blanca.
Yeah.
Just look at the
Very
picture.
familiar.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. I want to give that a shot.
Actually been there. That is an absolutely
is it
gorgeous
nice?
place. Yeah, and they're expanding that place out. Like when we saw it, it was just a couple of buildings.
Right.
And now it's an entire spread. And I remember seeing the pictures what their plans are.
Yeah.
You know, on the side of that mountain, building huts and all that. It's gonna be cool. And by the way, speaking of travel, tell Bambi I said hello. And,
I will do that.
She's awesome, and certainly my good friend Joel Wood.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's gonna be on here. You're gonna get some good entertainment tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. I will do that. Hey, we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be back. Wrap it up with Chris Lowe. Stick around.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internx.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today. Elevate your experience with Grenco Science, the leaders in cutting-edge vaporizers. Whether you're at home or on the go, our sleek, powerful devices deliver smooth, consistent hits every time. Quality you can trust, innovation you can feel. Grenco Science, take your vapor game to the next level. Visit us at GrencoScience.com. Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com. At Terrapin Ridge Farms, they believe in the joy of effortless entertaining. Inspired by CEO Mary O'Donnell's mom and her legendary holiday parties, they've crafted a line of gourmet foods that turn any meal into a celebration. From savory jams to mustards, aiolis, and more, their products are made with love, bringing unforgettable flavors to your table. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, they make it easy to impress. Terrapin Ridge Farms, where great food and great memories come together. Visit them at terrapinridge.com. Terrapin Ridge.
Planning the perfect wedding day can be exciting, but also a bit overwhelming. Join us at the 36th Annual With This Ring Bridal Extravaganza, Sunday, January 12th at Extraco Event Center, where fabulous wedding displays from Central Texas' top wedding vendors await you. Meet leading wedding professionals, ask them questions, admire their work, and check items off that never-ending to-do list. At With This Ring, you'll find everything you need to plan your day, your way, all in one place. Check out WithThisRingWeddingShow.com for more details. This event brought to you by your friends at Action Rental Center Events.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
I mean, yeah, a new coach comes in, they're going to turn the roster. I think that's just we've got all these transfer portal stats and what Dion did and what Fritz has done. I mean, that's the deal, man. That's the game that's being played nowadays.
Maybe a little bit unknown at quarterback. I mean, unknown to the rest of the world, but you know, he dove into the portal and got a guy who is super, super athletic.
South Dakota State's really good. Give us a little bit of breakdown about what they can do and what Oklahoma State needs to be worried about.
But look at that form right there. I need to say nothing else about this because I found one.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
This morning we had the double Chris. We would call you crisscross, but that name was already taken.
Yeah, and we wear our clothes forward.
What now? The other thing, he brought this up to me, and I didn't know. Y'all had a boy band?
I heard y'all talking about
What was the name of it?
Yeah, C+, which is overall, it was an average of our grades in school and everything. That, you know, some of us had A's and B's, some of us not so much. So it averaged out right there at C+.
That's funny. Who all was in it?
So it was myself, Chris Cox, Russell Clay, and Gerald Childs. And out of the four of us,
yeah,
1.5 of us was a singer.
I love it. I
It
love
was
that.
fun.
Well, so Chris Cox, Chris Lowe, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a couple of folks that watch this. My buddy Chris Batts. Chris lives in the Waxahachie area, and then mom, Chris Batts, lives in the Red Oak area up there. So they're watching. So it's a for Chris. I'd have to mention them. So hi to the Batts family this morning. But anyway, I will say thank you. And before we go, I do want to say from the bottom of my heart, you were the driving force behind the last Zach and Jim blowout that we had at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. You did a lot of work on that, and I'm not, I'm not lying. I'm dying if I'm lying. Is that how that goes? Something like that. But I had more compliments on you and the band at that show. But I want to say thank you. I know it meant a lot to Jim.
Yeah. Well, thank you for saying that. That was an honor to do that. And it was a fun show for sure. And what a way to, ultimately, send Jim out with that one. That was a fun time. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being on the show. We're going to have you back on.
Thanks.
And hope everybody has a great Monday. High today, about 52. Tomorrow, Bambi from Alan Samuel's House of Travel. Joel Wood will be here. Hey, I miss you, Jim. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Keep the music playing.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Come on down to the Texas Music Cafe. Come on down to the Texas Music Cafe.